Hey, where are the white women at?
My spirit's indestructible.
InfiniteXSeeker. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Seeker here with another video. Apparently, some people on the internet want me to be a douchebag. So someone named Pepsi on the Discord shared this stuff, and I want to talk about it. So let's go. So apparently, this is a guy on Steam crying and complaining about Mortal Kombat 9, and we're gonna read what bullshit lies here because it's a lot of bullshit. So the person's name is Berries and Cream. It says MK9 was offensive. Oh god, here we fucking go. Let's see what the hell this bullshit is about. Okay, Mortal Kombat 9 was delisted arguably due to licenses with Freddy Krueger the character. If that's true, then MKX11 and MK1 should follow the same fate sooner or later. Look, if they really wanted to bring the game back, they'd just delete Freddy and take him out of the game. You know what I mean? That's it. They don't want to. You know why? Because they admitted that they went too far with MK9, you know, because apparently having sexy women in a video game that's had sexy women since the first game, and gore and blood and violence and etc. is somehow offensive because, you know, the woke mindset virus of today's culture, which is fucking sad considering the fact that most of these people were born with shows like South Park and etc. Yeah, same people that tell you that, you know, if a woman dresses a certain way and you look, you're fucking creeps because you have to, you know, you can't objectify her or whatever the fuck, even though she's clearly the one that is objectifying herself while walking around in her underwear essentially and expecting the society to dress as formally and normal to accept that and not look or say anything because, yeah, delusions, you know, delusions of a feeble mind. Truth is, MK9 was too offensive for modern audiences. Yeah, I don't know, offensive where. It was sexist. The female characters were depicted with unrealistic, unattainable beauty standards. No, if you're fat and ugly and you want to be a lazy son of a bitch, then just be honest about that shit, because let's be fucking real here. Nothing there is unrealistic and unattainable. If women decided to work out, right, and they hit the gym and they have a nice diet, they'll look pretty much like the girls from Mortal Kombat 9. The only difference is that I don't know if they can grow their chest or not, because I know if they do certain types of exercises, they can grow their backside, if you know what I'm talking about. You know, their buttocks will get bigger if they do squats and stuff. So I'm pretty sure they could probably do something similar for their chest area. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert in biology, but yeah, every time a man or a female hits the gym consistently and puts a good dietary solution to their diet, then they're always going to end up looking the same, just with different things. Some might have bigger breasts, some of them might have flatter breasts, small, depending on the girl, I guess, but it's always going to be the same hourglass shape, depending too, because that can be a variation as well. Some of them like to be a little thicker on the hips and thighs and etc. So there's going to be slight variations due to the things I just mentioned, but it's always going to be the sexy hourglass shape, and the guys are going to look like Chads. The only thing that changes with the guy is usually the size of their muscles, but they're always going to look like a hulking Mortal Kombat 9 Chad. Always. Depending on the type of body type they're going for. But when you're exercising and you're going to the gym, both genders are always going to be slim. The women are going to have more curves, and the guys are going to have more bulk and muscle mass and etc. Let's stop bullshitting and lying to ourselves about how this is sexist and offensive and unrealistic, unattainable beauty standards. Because at the end of the day, if we're gonna pin the whole beauty standard bullshit as much as these girls like these leftist types, blue-haired whales like to complain about, they're the ones that created it in the first place for other women. Did you think that we asked for women to wear long ass raptor claws looking like Freddy Krueger? No. Did we tell them to wear fake hair? No. Did we tell them to dye their hair? No. Did we tell them to put 6 hours of makeup on their face looking like a clown? No. Did we tell them to inject themselves with silicone and any other shit? No. That's shit they decide to do. But if we're gonna talk about unrealistic body types, meaning that they're gonna be slim, curvy, and look good, that's not unrealistic at all. Now, adding fake eyelashes and shit to your face and injecting silicone to yourself, that I would be more concerned about than talking about how a female who works out and exercises and does martial arts or whatever, or a guy slims up and looks and they both look good. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? What delusional world do you come from? In all honesty, this is delusion. If you don't want to be good looking and work out and you want to keep hitting those donuts, that's your choice. But don't try to pretend because you hit your donut somehow it's an unrealistic, unattainable standards. Because most average women are slim. The chick from Stellar Blade, a lot of you leftist assholes decided to claim that was unrealistic and not real, even though she literally has that body type. Then you tell the guy that he's never seen touch a woman in his life, and yet he proved you wrong by showing you the fact that his wife is hot, beautiful, gorgeous, could be a model if she wanted to, and she's just a concept artist for the character. And you try to shit on that too. Like, you people need to grow up. Honestly, you're delusional. You're mentally ill. You need help. Being half naked with huge body proportions was literally insulting to many people, especially those who don't even play video games. I don't know how that makes any sense. If you're not playing any video games, how are you insulted by that? Don't play the video game. That simple. I don't know who the hell it was insulting. The only people that would probably feel insulted are whales on Twitter. That's it. I wasn't insulted by that. No man that I know was insulted by that. No woman I know is insulted by that. Women love playing as sexy female characters. They love playing as sexy male characters. Male love playing as female characters, sexy female characters. They love playing as badass male characters. Gay men love playing as beautiful girls. They also like the chads. Like, who are you kidding here? What, a couple hundred people on Twitter? A very small minority that's fucking delusional and can't tell you what a fucking woman is? Are you serious? You don't even know what a woman is, and you're crying about unattainable standards that are actually very obtainable. So, like, makes sense, bro. These people gotta make sense. They don't make no sense, right? And if it's all insulting, don't play the fucking game. Clearly the game's not for you. So why do you need to put and inject your bullshit politics into a game when it's not for you? Find your own space. Why the fuck do you gotta come to ours? Why? Right? It's like me going to a strip club and I don't like women that do that kind of stuff, and I go to a strip club anyway and I start bitching about it. Why the fuck am I there? There's no reason for me to be there. If that's not my type of thing, then I shouldn't be in the place where that type of thing happens. If I don't like going out partying because of the atmosphere and the things that could happen and etc., why the hell am I going to go to a party and just start bitching about it and expect them to change? Get yourself out of that situation and worry about your fucking self. You know, for people who tell you to mind your business a lot and don't worry about what women do in their private life or their sex life or etc., or what people do in general, you sure love to be in other people's shit. Like, make it make sense. You can't go around bitching about something, bitching about the fact that people don't mind their business about your stuff, but then you want to get into other people's shit. Like, mind your business and get the fuck on with your life. Proof. After MK9, they made femme characters more manly and covered every inch of skin. Anyone can see this by just looking at screenshots. I mean, they did make them more manly. That's true, and it covered them up because apparently NetherRealms thought that they somehow offended someone, even though, oh, we're trying to protect women and all this other bullshit. Women don't run around in underwear or whatever looking like strippers, even though they don't look like strippers at all, but whatever. If you look at MMA, again, MMA barely wearing anything. WWE, when they do wear something, it's usually skimpy. Let's see, female football, skimpy outfits. There's a lot of things where women dress in ways that you claim supposedly are offensive and da-da-da-da-da. Look, if you haven't touched a girl in your life, and I don't know the person, and I'm not talking to the person because this post makes no sense. It sounds like they're complaining about MK9 while also trying to call it out, which makes no sense to me. So, like, for the people who are like this, just mind your fucking business and go about your day. You're the same people who talk about you don't want people to get in your business when your private bed stuff, but you can't stop every fucking 5 minutes talking about your sexuality or going around showing your ass cheeks to everyone and then complaining about people looking. Like, what? It's annoying. It's hypocritical. It's a double standard. It's delusion. You're delusional. Simple fucking fact. That's it. Alright, here's another one. So, Pepsi sent this on the Discord. This is someone else. Johan. And they say this is getting so ridiculous that I want to believe it's satire. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, that it might be satire because it doesn't make any fucking sense. But let's look at this horse shit, right? Let me make the screen bigger. There you go. So, bigotry and racism have won. Same person, berries and cream. I hope you are happy. All the hate and racism have destroyed the hopes and dreams of small devs who just wanted to share a great story and adventures with all of us. But now that won't be possible because you wanted to cause chaos and watch the world burn. No, people were getting sick and tired. We were getting games with beautiful women, awesome male characters. Some were assholes, some were good people, and etc. Because characters can't be one thing, right? They have to be many different things. And people were getting tired that we were not. It's not that people have a problem with different body types. That's welcomed. Different body types is nice because you're not preaching to us. What people are getting tired of is getting preached at, getting politics shoved down their fucking throat, and they're tired of paying for something that devs need us to pay for, which is a product, and then you're telling us what we're allowed to have and not have in that product. If it's an M-rated game, it's gonna have M-rated content. You can't fucking tell me it's a M-rated game and then you're suddenly gonna go from sexy women to women who look manly, like you said in the last post that I showed. Make them manly and cover them up. Like, I don't mind covered up costumes. You should have a balance of all three. Sexy, crazy sexy stuff, normal sexy stuff, and then, you know, conventional practical wear, and let people choose whatever costume they fucking want. If you don't like it, pick a costume that is more your type, but at least make them look attractive. Don't cover her up like a nun and then pretend she's the ugliest thing and we're supposed to be happy about that. No. Video games are not just about the gameplay. We also care about how the characters look. If you're gonna have a Mortal Kombat game, you're supposed to have females and males with the body types to fight, unless it's a joke character like Boraicho or that fat guy from Tekken. I forgot his name, and etc. But no, instead people act like, you know, every woman in the game has to be ugly and bitchy and disrespectful and rude and hates man and don't need no man and all this other bullshit. People get tired of it. I get tired of it. Like, for real. I already made a video about why the East is winning, and you guys should go check it out. There's a lot of nice costumes and a lot of ass on that one. Anyways, let's see. You did this. Don't forget it. All the bandwagoning and SBI hate for what? This game did nothing wrong. Okay. Yeah, sure. if you say so. This is just cope. This is just projection, to be honest. If you guys didn't start injecting your politics and your bullshit into video games and movies and comics, no one would be fighting back against it. And I'm glad people are starting to fight back. Hopefully that fire does not burn out, because it's our money we're wasting at the end of the day to basically told how we as adults, like, that's the crazy part too. Most of us who play these games are fucking adults from 18 and up, right? And we have companies telling us how we should feel as adults, how should we behave, and etc., and what is acceptable according to them. I'm a fucking adult. I don't need you telling me what the fuck to do. I'm a grown-ass man. Who the fuck do you people think you are? You want that? Do it for your own life. Leave me the fuck out of it. I don't want ugly, manly looking females in my games. I don't. And don't try to gaslight me and bullshit me talking about, oh, if the game's good, the ugly female characters don't matter. To a certain degree, that's not true. You need good-looking, attractive characters, or characters. It depends also on what the story you're trying to tell. Mortal Kombat has always had attractive females, so therefore they're going to be attractive females. If you have a game like Skyrim, there's attractive females, there's ugly females, there's fat females, fat man, ugly man, good-looking dudes, etc. But that makes sense to the world. That makes sense. Mortal Kombat, you're talking about a game about fighting. It's a fighting game. And very rarely do you see fat guys or fat chicks or etc. Most of them are slim. What, you're gonna be slim phobic because they didn't add some fat chick with blue hair? Like, come on now, grow up. And I'm not against Mortal Kombat having different body types, but don't bullshit me talking about how every woman's supposed to have no ass and a small chest and looking manly and basic as shit, and talk about how that's realistic. Realism, on the average, a woman is attractive. It's rare to see a woman with no ass, with no breast, and etc. So who the fuck are you kidding except yourselves? Couldn't let this game have a female dressed like a decent person despite having so many games with your generic half-naked and unrealistic Korean tune. It's not it's not generic, and it's not unrealistic. Your mindset is unrealistic. Your views are unrealistic. There's nothing wrong with liking women who are dressed, you know, normally. I like that in my real life because that says a lot. But we're talking about a video game. You can have both. Do you think that many women who dress decently, who has husbands, and she's a lady in the streets, that she's not a freak in bed? That she's not dressing sexy for her husband? Are you stupid? Are you fucking dumb? There's females out there that dress like that on the street. That's their fucking choice, whether I agree with it or not. But suddenly when it's done in a fucking video game, it's a fucking problem? Like, make it make sense. You want your cake and you want to eat it too? Like, what the fuck? And yes, sorry if I'm cursing a lot. I'm really pissed off about this shit. It gets irritating. It's old. Don't you get it? People's jobs are at stake. This is sadness. This saddens me so much. But hey, gotta celebrate such a tragic situation, right? Now I understand Alyssa Mercante. She was right all along. Alyssa Mercante is one of the same bitches that goes around and shows her ass cheeks while crying about it in a fucking video game. If you go look at her fucking Twitter, well, that's all she does. Post her breast and post her ass for everyone to see, and go shows it off into random public places. Doesn't have any fucking kind of decency. Talking about morals. That's the fucking ironic part too. People that have no fucking morals showing their ass and on the internet in public and etc. and showing their breast and taking a picture of it in public and bragging about it like it's some moral thing or something like that, pretending that they have morals and they have the right to tell everybody else who dresses modestly that they're the ones of the problem and need to change. Like, go fuck yourself, man. And if your job's at stake, it's because you're not doing a good job. I don't give a fuck. If you're not good at your job and you're not doing right for your audience, guess what? You don't really deserve that job, do you? You don't. I don't feel sorry for you. I really don't. Because I understand they're afraid to lose their job to speak up, but at the end of the day, it's their company. If it wasn't for them, that company would not be running. Hell, if it wasn't for us, that company would be running. So when we're not happy with something and we voice it, because we will voice it, guess what? You're gonna do the same thing what happened with Concord and Forsaken and every other game that try to do that woke bullshit. Excuse me. And ended up with their dev teams destroyed and being bought off by someone else. If you as a dev want to make money and you want your company to stay alive, guess what? Respect your fan base. Don't bullshit us with activist bullshit. We don't want to hear it. We don't care. Keep your politics to yourself. If the politics have nothing to do with the game story, we don't want to hear it. We don't care. People are tired of this shit. I'm tired of this shit. It's irritating. Anyway, edit. Yeah, keep laughing. Go ahead. When Square stops making games for PC, who's gonna laugh? I thought y'all wanted to play with hot females, so go ahead, leave Unknown 9 alone. Go play your Stellar Blade anime, whatever. You're mad about Stellar Blade, bro? Tell me you haven't touched a woman in your life without fucking telling me. Fucking sad and pathetic. All right, let's look at the comment section because this is gonna be great. Let's see. When Kiri, when Square stops making games for PC, who's gonna laugh? Probably a lot of people. Yeah, that's true. I'd fucking laugh. That shit's funny. POV from Fonton Man. We won again. Yep. I didn't hear about this game until 48 hours ago. For fuck's sake, it's not just that I hate ugly brown women. The fundamental marketing of these games are trash as the games are. Yep, that's true. And I'm a brown man, and I agree with that. The steak misspelling makes me think it's satire. Let me see. Game got mostly negative reviews and a 5 at IGN. You know, this is utter garbage when even IGN doesn't like it. Yeah. If it's true, I'm glad those dreams are crushed. Yep. Jobs are at stake. See, this is their error. They were hired to make video games, not to make food. Yeah. Yes, another case of people who criticize it are the reason it failed, and not the modern audience for failing to show up with their pre-orders, right? They want this modern audience that doesn't exist, but they think it exists. So where are they? Why don't your so-called modern audience show up and do all these pre-orders and make this game shine with the amazingness that is supposed to be, apparently, for the modern audience? Because clearly there is no modern audience. Clearly, you're just bullshitting yourself, and then you're trying to gaslight us into this bullshit. Yes, another case of people who criticize. I already read that. We didn't force a single person to not buy the slop. We don't care about your feelings and buggy messes with shit combat. Yep, we just want good games. Produce good products or go bankrupt. Dead ass. This is satire and it's comedy gold in its purest form. If it is satire, then I don't know. It sounds like satire, to be honest, because there's no way. I think it's modified copy past of a comment at Dustborn. I remember the jobs at stake part. People's jobs are at stake. Maybe they should have made a game that appeals to the wider gaming audience instead of this non-existent modern audience. Yeah, that's what I just said. Or maybe they should double down if they have any more money to spend and see how that works out for them. Yeah, I would love to see that, to be honest. Reflector, Bandai Namco, small devs. Leave Unknown 9 alone and go play Stellar Blade anime or whatever. But you'll blame these same players for not buying when your modern audience once again fails to show up and it bombs. If devs want a successful game, they should stop listening to a very social but hold on, let me see. To a very vocal but very minor minority in groups like SBI, and start making the games people keep telling them not to buy games. Wait, what the fuck? Start making games the people you keep telling not to buy the games want to play. Then devs can be happy making successful games again. Yep, dead ass. Someone's butthurt about us winning. Good. Let the butthurt flow through you. I know it says hate, but there's one that says let the butthurt flow through you. Good. Let the butthurt flow through you, my young Skywalker. It's called Jester Farming. This is obviously a troll post. These people think their feelings should dictate the market. They're communists, but they're so incredibly stupid they don't even realize they're communists. Oh no, I'm pretty sure they know they are. Am I even allowed to say that word? I'll call them ommunists. I have no sympathy for them. They need to get a job and take some personal responsibility for once in their miserable life. Additionally, they should stop seeing themselves as perpetual victims, lest they remain miserable for the rest of their lives, and that's the fucking problem. That's the fucking problem. It's like the scenario I said about the one girl complaining about people looking at her because she's outside in her underwear, acting like it's normal and everyone should change reality based on her delusional views. Meanwhile, they could have just got their gross woke friends to buy the game and everything would be fine. I mean, assuming there's enough gross woke people that play video games to carry these products, which there isn't. People's jobs are at stake. What kind of steak are we talking about? Medium rare, well done. That's the steak person. But honestly, Unknown 9 was under advertised. I only became known to its existence last week. Yeah, and I became known to it today as I'm filming this or recording this. But yeah, you know, maybe, right? I'm gonna go back to the other screen. Maybe, just fucking maybe, right? Stop making shit games about wokeness. No one cares about them. They don't. We don't care about it. And stop, and this is for the people who do this, and stop trying to bullshit us when you do the same thing for games like Mortal Kombat, right? For example, you know, when games like Concord come out, they die in a week or less, right? Because they're shit and no one wants to see the woke shit. But also you need to stop accepting it when it comes to an IP you really like Mortal Kombat. I like Mortal Kombat, but the moment all this stuff happened, I gave it a chance. And guess what? Now I don't barely even touch it. The only thing I did was go online and buy that stupid Melina skin because it actually looks nice, but I don't even touch the game. And it was just $500 crystals that I already had, 500 crystals that I already had. So, like, that's the thing. And I find it funny because a lot of these stupid bastards come into my comment section talking about don't play the game when I don't even touch the game. And even if I touch the game just to pass some time, I'm allowed to do that and still bitch about the game being trash because it is trash. I wasted, what, $100 on the game? I have every right to play whenever the fuck I feel like it and bitch about it because it sucks. Because it does. The only time it feels fun, in the slightest, if even that, is when you play by yourself. Playing online is not fun. Or when I want to fight a friend. That's it. That is fucking it. It's not our fault. Make a good game. Stop adding politics into it. Respect us as your fan base. Stop disrespecting us. And this shit wouldn't be happening in the first place. It wouldn't. That's your own fault. But anyways, that is it. That's all I wanted to talk about and show my people. I appreciate you for being here. And remember, where the white women at? This has been your boy InfiniteXSeeker with another video. Let me know what you think. Do you agree or disagree? Just keep it respectful in the comments. because if you don't, I'm just gonna laugh at you and thank you for boosting my channel, I guess. Anyways, have a good one and see you later. Later.